In a world where dreams are more than just illusions, where the stars themselves whisper secrets to those who listen, a young girl named Lyra stands on the edge of something far greater than herself. Will she unlock the secrets of the night, or will the dream realm claim her before she can shape her destiny? It was a quiet night, the kind that felt like time itself had paused, holding its breath. Lyra, a curious girl from a village hidden among the mountains, stood at the threshold of a life-altering journey. Tonight, the stars seemed different, brighter, more alive. Something was calling her to the hill beyond the village, something she couldn't ignore. Lyra stood outside her stone cottage, gazing at the moonlit path that led up the hill. The village around her was quiet, as though the world had paused for a moment to rest. Tonight, the moon seemed brighter than usual, and Lyra felt an unexplainable pull to follow the path. She took a deep breath and began walking, her feet light on the earth as she moved toward the hill. As she moved further along, the night air felt cooler, and the sounds of the world seemed distant. It was as if the stars were whispering to her, urging her onward, deeper into the quiet night. With each step, the path grew more magical, the land transforming in subtle ways around her. By the time she reached the top of the hill, Lyra felt as though she had been drawn into another world. Lyra stood on the hilltop, the cool air wrapping around her like a blanket. She lifted her head and looked up at the stars, which seemed to sparkle even more intensely tonight. Suddenly, she felt a strange sensation, as if the stars themselves were watching her. A soft whisper, almost like a breeze, echoed through her mind, calling her name. "Lyra, you've been chosen," the voice said again, more clearly this time. The voice seemed to come from the stars themselves, as if they had a life of their own. It was a voice filled with wisdom, calm yet filled with purpose, and Lyra felt compelled to follow it. With a deep breath, she looked around one last time at her village before stepping forward into the unknown. The stars above seemed to glow even brighter as she stepped into the path ahead, unsure of what lay beyond. As Lyra walked further into the hill, the stars above grew brighter, and the world around her felt more dreamlike. Suddenly, a bright light descended from the sky, illuminating the path ahead. The light grew larger, and within it, a figure began to materialize, glowing with a soft radiance. The figure stepped forward, its form shimmering like the stars themselves, casting a calming presence. Lyra could feel the presence of the Dreamkeeper before the figure even spoke, as if the very air was alive with energy. "Lyra," the Dreamkeeper spoke, "you are here because the stars have chosen you." The Dreamkeeper's presence was comforting, as though Lyra was meant to be there in that moment. With each word the Dreamkeeper spoke, Lyra felt more certain that her journey had just begun. The Dreamkeeper's voice echoed in her mind, "Prepare yourself, Lyra. The journey will not be easy, but you are ready." Lyra stood in awe as the Dreamkeeper's words reverberated in her mind. The Dreamkeeper's eyes shimmered with ancient knowledge, and their voice was like the winds of time itself. "Lyra," the Dreamkeeper began, "the stars are more than just distant lights in the sky. They are alive, guardians of the dreams of the universe. They hold the dreams, the wishes, the hopes of every soul that has ever lived, and they are waiting for someone to unlock their mysteries." Lyra felt the weight of these words as if the entire universe had just been revealed to her. These stars, these dreams, The Dreamkeeper continued, are not fleeting thoughts. They are gifts given to you by the universe itself. Lyra felt a spark of excitement. She had always felt drawn to the stars, but now she understood they were much more. The Dreamkeeper's voice was soft but full of purpose. The power to shape dreams is yours. Lyra, you are the key to unlocking their true potential. As Lyra absorbed these words, she knew that her life was about to change forever. The Dreamkeeper stretched out their hand, and the world around Lyra shimmered. Here, Lyra, the Dreamkeeper said, everything is fluid. Your thoughts will shape this world. With a soft step, Lyra felt herself lifted, her feet barely touching the ground as she entered the dream realm. The dream realm around her was vast and infinite, filled with landscapes that defied logic. The stars above shimmered, casting paths of light that seemed to guide her every step. Think, and the world will respond, the Dreamkeeper whispered. A forest materialized before her, the trees glowing with soft, ethereal light. Your dreams are more powerful than you can imagine, the Dreamkeeper's voice echoed. Lyra realized that she could shape this world, creating whatever she could imagine with just a thought. Lyra walked further into the dreamscape, her heart racing with excitement. Each step she took felt like stepping into a new world, and with each thought, the landscape changed. She reached out to touch one of the glowing trees, and it hummed with energy, filling her with warmth. You see, Lyra, the Dreamkeeper said, this realm is a reflection of your inner self. Your dreams shape it. Lyra felt the power of her dreams flow through her. She could create beauty, harmony, and wonder. This is your gift, the Dreamkeeper continued. But remember, with power comes great responsibility. Lyra knew this was a moment of great importance. She could create anything, but she must be wise in her choices. As the trees around her shifted and grew, Lyra realized she was not just a dreamer, she was a creator. With every thought, the dream realm became more beautiful, a reflection of her dreams and desires.